What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Techlabs Cup 2014 qualifying rounds. It's the winner's bracket final here between VirtusPro and Next.kz. It's game number 3, and honestly, we've got a good one for you guys. Remember, winner will move on to Moscow, Russia to play in the LAN finals on April 5th up against teams like Roxkiss and Team Empire here. And honestly, both teams desperately want that slot. $20,000 in the prize pool money for the Techlabs Cup 2014. Thank you so much for joining us here on Beyond the Summit. My name is Mott. And I gotta say, we've had one heck of a series so far. It's been a lot of long games, a lot of close games as well, but so far not disappointing. Now keep in mind, whoever loses the matchup will go down to the lower bracket, and of course they'll be able to play for the LAN final slot a bit later on. There's still a couple more games to be had in the lower bracket. Later on, we do have a Head versus Aware Gaming. That'll be another best of 3 series. I'll be bringing you that over here on Beyond the Summit as well. That'll start at about 20:30 CET, so it's 8:30 CET PM and about, let's see, do my math right, I think 3 o'clock, 3:30 Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken. So you can check that out here on Beyond the Summit. As of right now, though, the conclusion to the series is underway. We've got Naga Siren and Invoker picked up for VirtusPro. And G, just a great Invoker player as well. We'll see if he goes for that, and maybe Ilden picks up the Naga Siren, or if they use that as a support this time around. They tried to use that as a safe lane farmer last time. Didn't work out in their favor. Next.kz go for the Dazzle and the Lycan as well. Lycan, just such a strong early game aggressor, can push so well, can fight, can get maybe just the standard itemization is boots, Vlad's, Medallion, Necro 3, and after that you can kind of go whatever you really want to. But generally that's what you pick up on a Lycan. We'll probably see the same sort of itemization this time around from Next.kz. And what would a Dota game be without a Dazzle here, as we have another one? It's not strong enough yet to be banned or, just taken out of the pool together. There's other heroes that you kind of need to focus on first. VirtusPro decided to go for the Centaur Warrunner and the Clockwork SC47 with amazing Clockwork play in the last game. Ancient Apparition and Nyx Assassin taken out first for Next.kz. For the second ban phase, we have the Enchantress Enchant from VirtusPro. Make sure Equal doesn't get that up. And then the Disruptor as well as the Bat Rider from Next.kz. The Disruptor kind of ruining Next.kz's first game. They would have had a 2-0 victory had it not been for Ennis's Disruptor at the end of the game there. So no Static Storm, no item muting available this time around. If they want to item mute, it's going to have to be through Doom. So Shadow Shaman coming out from Next.kz right now. Pushing is going to be the name of the game for Next.kz. For VirtusPro, it's more of a just control the pace of the game, get pickoffs where you can. Maybe go for Sunstrikes if your Invoker's going to go for Quas Exhort. You have Ensnare, so it shouldn't be too hard to combo up with both the Ensnare and the Frostbite. The issue is, will they be able to deal with the Lycan effectively enough? Now, with Ensnare, with Frostbite like I was talking about, maybe. I think they can bring him down, they can lock him down. EMP reduces mana, of course, to nothing, so he can't shapeshift away if you're going to go for Quas Wex, if that's your route. Shadow Fiend coming out from Next.kz once again. Wadafucker playing an amazing Shadow Fiend in that previous game. Solo safe lane against Darkseid, had a really great time, got up to decent farm. BKB, Blink Dagger, Butterfly, and I believe at the end he had a Satanic as well. VirtusPro go for the Gyrocopter, so more and more likely looking like Naga Siren is going to be a support Naga here, which is just fine. And once again, we're in a cyclical cycle of Dota heroes where some heroes are seen for a while, then they get nerfed, and then they come back in after they're buffed a bit, and then all of a sudden everything looks good, and then they'll get nerfed again. So we're in that cycle with Naga Siren, sort of the same cycle with Bat Rider to a certain extent as well. Naga and Bat kind of making their, comebacks, if you will, into the Dota scene. Gyrocopter, he's been away for some time. He's picked up a couple of times. He's not the hardest carry anymore. Flat Cannon now on a pretty long cooldown as well, as I think the biggest issue there. He still does a lot of work early on in the game. He's got a really good kit for early game aggression, including Rocket Barrage, Flat Cannon, obviously the call down as well. So he's strong, but will he take this late enough is the question. I think he's walking that fine line between being effective early game and being good late game as well. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what the skills are used for pretty much every hero here. Nature's Prophet and Enigma Band is the last 2 bans, and this draft is going a bit quickly. I mean, Reserve Time really hasn't been used. Next.kz thinking about their last pick here. Could go for Shadow Fiend mid, or they could do the same thing where they did that kind of aggressive tri-lane, have the Shadow Fiend go into maybe a solo safe lane capacity. Lycan, he's pretty good. He doesn't have any lockdown, however. You're going to have to rely on Howl and the Shadow Shaman to hit his Shackles or Hexes, and Dazzle to hit those poison touches as well. So you can definitely go for that aggressive tri-lane against the Naga Siren and against the Crystal Maiden. Might be okay. CM a bit squishy squishy, not as mobile as you'd like to be in an aggressive tri-lane or in a defensive tri-lane against an aggressive tri-lane, they're going to go for a Brewmaster. So now it's even more questionable. How do you land this up? If you go for the aggro tri-lane, maybe go for Brew mid, Shadow Fiend, solo save, or switch those two heroes around depending on who's going mid for VirtusPro, which should be that Invoker. So no Wraith King this game, at least not yet anyway. I'm sure that would make some people sad. But it's okay. Don't worry about it. Because we got some great heroes like Brewmaster. Like, when was the last time you saw a Brewmaster? And you guys might have seen it recently. I'm not 100% sure.
5 seconds.
See, that's the problem when you're casting a lot of Techlabs games. Is you can't, get to see who's playing in Star Ladder. I try to catch some of the Star Ladder games, including the American ones most often. I'm a big fan of EG myself, and also Liquid's recent games I like watching as well. So, Hax is going to come out, though, and Arsart just does not want to care about Dazzle Shallowgrave. They want to be dunking on people. They want to be slamming and jamming with the Axeman. So Arsart's going to pick that hero up. And with that last pick, we are going to jump into the game. Remember, it is game number 3 for the Techlabs Cup here. The 2014 qualifying rounds, road to Moscow, Russia. $20,000 on the line once they get there. But first they got to get there, and this game will decide that.
For battle.
And I don't know why this keeps doing this. It's frustrating. We'll have a quick pause, so it's okay. I will have time to fix all of my stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I mean, after the last game, this should come down to a pretty climactic finish. It'd be very sad if it was anticlimactic, but we shall see. I mean, VirtusPro, in theory, should be winning this game. I think their odds are about 70-30 on Dota 2 Lounge. They have a team of pretty much all-stars here. I mean, G, he's been around for a while. Arsart, formerly a Navi player. Illidan has been around forever with NS. And this is just, it's honestly, VirtusPro, I think, is one of my new favorite teams after watching them play. They do play a bit ratty from time to time, but they're just fun to watch. G is a great player in that mid lane whenever he gets the chance to farm on whoever he wants to play. On the Invoker, he's got this nifty set. He has great Sunstrike abilities. We saw it yesterday with him and Arsart combining up on some Impale Sunstrike combos. For Next.kz, I've been a big fan of them for a while as well, even going back to the TI2 qualifiers. They're a lot of fun to watch. Their roster has changed significantly since then, but still, for the most part, great players out of Kazakhstan. So here we go, introductions. For Next.kz, SC47, the Brewmaster player of this game, Wadafaka, going to be on the Shadow Fiend. Equal on the Dazzle this time around. Reeves is on the Shadow Shaman to round it all out. We will have Mantis on that farming Lycan. On the other side of things, for VirtusPro, you've got Illidan. He'll be on the Gyrocopter. NS is going to be on the Naga Siren. We'll have Jadam going on the Crystal Maiden. Up in that mid lane, you'll have G up on the Invoker. And top lane, Arsart going to be in the Axe. But they're going to rotate things through. They realize that this is a defensive tri-lane coming out from Next.kz. They were trying to dodge the tri-lane, I think, first and foremost. So now they see this happening. They're going to roam Illidan, maybe back up top. They're not sure yet. They're all sitting around this bottom area. NS is going to come here as well. Illidan's here. G is still back at, of course, the tier 3 tower ready to block at a moment's notice, but everybody's fighting around this bottom rune. Joke's on them. It's an Invis rune that Arsart gets top for free. So a little bit of a Mexican standoff to start things off here in this game. And no harm done there, I suppose. But it is going to be an aggressive tri-lane. I thought they were going to dodge this, but no. They want to try to fight. NS not going for an ensnare first, going for the Riptide just to have that damage. Frostbite might be the choice there for the Crystal Maiden. And Illidan, he'll probably go for Rocket Barrage. She's going to be the farming hero in this lane, and we'll see how it goes. They're going to run right into Equal, potentially. Down bottom, they see SC47 as well. There's a dual lane right now. Reeves is here with Wadafaka just to help out and make sure that he's going to have room to farm here. G trying to farm up as best as possible with that Invoker, going for Exhort. So Quas Exhort is going to be the skills for G right now for God. Up in that top lane, Arsart going up against Mantis. Mantis solo off lane Lycan. Interestingly enough, against Arsart, he should be okay. He should have an okay time. Arsart can man up against Mantis. He's got to be careful. Arsart's already kind of like creep cutting here to a certain extent. Down bottom, though, this is where the action should be happening. Illidan, not really getting any CS, just actually has 4. This is not organized correctly. There we go. I was wondering why that wasn't working. 4 last hits for the Invoker right now. Continuing onward. Wadafaka taking 3. Meanwhile, Reeves in the top lane. Get a kill on Axe. He's overextended. I missed first blood. Oh, jeez. I didn't see Reeves roam top, but he did. And so 2-1-2 is going to be the choice. Arsart might have a tough time. He's got to sit back. He can't be as aggressive as he was there a second ago, just diving behind that tower, creep cutting, using the counter helix as well to get some last hits. So he's got to be careful now. Because Shackles are a thing. Mantis has Howl, so they'll be able to take down Arsart pretty easily, even with counter helix, even with a stout shield. He's got Berserker's Call as well if he needs some bonus armor which is 40, by the way, which is a lot. SC47 trying to get what he can in terms of last hits. He's only got 1 right now. Illidan with 10, so they're absolutely dominating this lane. Rocket Barrage is going to go. SC47 taking a lot of damage, but you do see roaming to the top lane is Jotum, so 2-1-2 is happening right now. Illidan should still have a decent time up against the Brewmaster, unless he can get up close and use that Thunderclap and he can get a Poison Touch off. This is just a better lane, I feel like, for VirtusPro. There's more damage. Obviously, you have more survivability for SC47, but I still prefer Illidan and VirtusPro's lane here. Mid lane, G. 100 gold in the bank for him. He's already got 8 last hits. We'll see if he goes for that early Midas. Maybe builds up Basilius as well, something like that. We'll see. Up in that top lane, helping out now with the pull is going to be Jotum. Might chain pull this. Coming from behind is Reeves, looking to go maybe on the axe here. Arsart going to get Ether Shocked. They have that Shackle going through. Howl's going to go as well. Mantis about to take a kill on Arsart. There's Berserker's Call. That's going to help him with the bonus armor, but only for a second. The Wolves are up. The Crystal Nova. The Battle Hunger's up. The Sunstrike gonna miss on Mantis just barely. Jotum has got to back off. It's going to be 2 kills going for Mantis as well as Reeves. They'll get it. Double kill going for the Shadow Shaman. This is not a good lane coming out for VirtusPro right now. They might be winning bottom with all the last hits going for Illidan, but they are certainly not winning top. Mid lane is still about even here for Invoker as well as the Shadow Fiend. Waterfucker getting some farm. He'll pick up an Illusion Rune. That's going to help him out a lot in getting some CS. Good stuff there. Already up to 10 Necromastery stacks. He'll have level 3 Necromastery soon. He actually has level 4 right now, but only has 2 points into each of those things. So he'll try to get there. NS getting caught down in that bottom lane. He's going to mirror image as well. Rocket Barrage going, splitting up between these creeps, however. NS in some trouble right now. About to fall. It looks like Riptide might go through in a second. Nice stick charge there. Thunderclap misses. He gets away. SC47 out of mana now. Illidan looking to turn around. He's got boots. SC47 does not. He's getting body blocked, but the creep wave would be too much damage for Illidan to handle. NS Clarity canceled. He's got a tango up as well. And all of a sudden, VirtusPro, they're playing aggressively, but they're not getting much done. They are getting farm for Illidan, like I talked about. They are getting farm for the Invoker. And other than that, though, top lane's an issue right now. They're pulling through. Arsart has to be back, and you generally don't want to play too far back as an Axe. You're a pretty manly hero. You've got Berserker's Call. You got 2 points in Battle Hunger. Arsart is going to go for the max Battle Hunger build rather than going for Helix or for Berserker's Call. So, should be okay. I mean, standard build there for a competitive, Axe player. He'll throw up Battle Hunger once again. Reeves taking a bit of damage from that. Arsart maybe looking to go on Mantis. He's got Berserker's Call. Canceled the animation there for a second. He was about to use it. Decided against it. Jotum was there looking for a Frostbite. Reeves might get caught out here. Not going to, however. Regen Rune now picked up for Invoker in that top lane. Getting Rune Control. And this is something you don't see too many Invokers do. Is just go get a bottle and just kind of get out of lane and just miss out on farm. He is getting Rune Control, which is good because Waterfucker certainly isn't getting it. It looks like he might be bottle crowing right now. In fact, is. Top lane, Berserker's Call misses. They have to back off right now. Arsart cannot get a kill there, sadly, unless he hits that Berserker's Call. And as much as you want to man up for an Axe, you do have to be careful. And without Berserker's Call, it's just not going to work. 24 last hits in the bottom lane. Illidan is just like farming away. He is just... He's getting a lot of CS here. He's actually got his phase boots done right now. He'll buy that from the side shop. Damage is going to increase exponentially with that. G now continue to farm with Forge Spirit. So G's main goal, get to level 4 in both Quas and Exhort. Get 2 Forge Spirits going for you. Start pushing down towers, max your Exhort while getting Wex points, and then just get kind of all of your abilities up. Jotum hexed up right now. There's the Shackles as well. Howl is going. Jotum is going to die. Too much damage, and that's just what happens when you leave a poor Crystal Maiden alone. She's just so frail and fragile. I mean, she's a maiden. She's a Crystal Maiden, guys. SC47 getting chased down. Illidan, no usage of that homing missile. He wants to fight. Poison Touch is going to go. SC47 has that Thunderclap. He's got to be careful. If you go in Thunderclap, you're going to take a lot of damage from Rocket Barrage. That's something to keep in mind. NS. 2 points of Riptide, 1 point into the mirror images, and of course Ensnare as well. Level 1 Ensnare is pretty nice. Cooldown stays the same, duration does not. And G continuing to farm away. 700 gold in the bank for him. Boots are up. His item choice could still be that Midas, we'll see. 5 minutes in, it would be a bit later than usual. 29 last hits coming out for the Gyrocopter. And yeah, I mean, they're winning the CS war, but they're not winning the manning war. They're not really manning up and fighting, and if they are, they're dying a lot of the time. And that gives Mantis actually a decent amount of farm. He's getting very close to his flats. He's actually got an Orb of Venom as well, just for good measure to do more damage there and get the slow going as well. Ring of Basilius is going to be picked up once they get that Ring of Protection, which I think is on the courier right now. In fact, is. And then just the Morbid Mask and the Recipe to complete up that Vlad's, which would be very early. roaming through his Arsart, and they didn't spot this out. There's no ward here, so they might just wrap around on Wadafaka and just try to gank him. Meanwhile, Jadam's going to go down top. Crystal Nova goes, but not enough to really help him out. Onage is coming through. Arsart wrapping around a long way to try to get this kill. Wadafaka going to run right into him. Berserker's Call, he's not fast enough. The Cold Snap should get in there. There's the Battle Hunger going through. Berserker's Call is about to go. A lot of damage. The Sunstrike is going to hit up as well. Nice kill. Big dive coming through, but no TPs from Next.kz. They finally get on board with G and Arsart. Down bottom. Illidan is low. NS is low. Next.kz, they lose equal. Illidan's going to go down to the Poison Touch. Riptide, NS doesn't have any mana for it. Use your stick. Now Riptide. Riptide now. He can't get there. He's too slow with, of course, the... Oh, the creeps are going to kill him. Riptide, he gets the kill. He turns around and he does it. Oh, goodness. Trades all over the place. 3 down real quick from Next.kz. AA. Arsart takes that tower down in the mid lane. That's a big pickup for VirtusPro. So even though they're losing in kills, they might still have a gold lead here. No, it's actually 500 in favor from Next.kz. That might go a bit towards G for a second here, but still 1,500 experience lead as well for Next.kz on top of that. Arsart looking to fight, but equal's not too far behind Wadafaka. I don't know if they see this. There's the Cold Snap going through. They have Shallow Grave ready on equal. There's the Poison Touch. Sunstrike might come through, and it will just barely miss Culling Blade. No, he doesn't hit it. G gets the kill nonetheless. No Shallow Grave coming through. They want to try to fight on G. Forge Spirit's not really helping him out all that much. No Ghost Walk. He doesn't have Wex coming through. Here comes Jadam. Here comes the CM. That Squishy Crystal Maiden, SC47. He's got Primal Split. He's going to use it right now. Jadam in trouble. He'll fall. Rock to the back of the head. Flintstone style. Gets the kill. Arsart may be in trouble. Getting chased down by that Fire Panda. Doing a lot of damage there. Might get thrown in the air by the Storm Panda using, of course, the Cyclone. Not going to happen, however. All the meanwhile, look at what Lycan is doing top. He is dishing out the damage on that top tier 2 tower. He's getting pretty much everything he would ever want and more. TP's going to come through. This time, it'll be Naga. Looking for the Ensnare. There's the Cold Snap. Shapeshift is available. He'll have to use it. Sunstrike's going to go. Mantis just barely avoiding it. It's only level 1 Ensnare. One more second that Sunstrike would have hit. They would have gotten the kill. That is not the case, however.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
now
under
TP
attack.
coming through mid. Arsart going to try to defend this. We'll throw Battle Hunger as soon as he gets there, I'd imagine. Decides against it. 900 gold in the bank. Trying to get towards that Blink Dagger. Probably. Maybe a Vanguard as well. Backing off now. Next.kz. They're playing this aggressive style again, and it's working out for them. Once again, if the game goes long enough, yes, VirtusPro is going to take it. But we saw how well that worked in the last game. Illidan couldn't get much done there, and I mean... it's not a big surprise. So he does have phase, he has done a kill now, but now Wadafaka has a Mighty. So even in the event the game goes late, Wadafaka might be able to carry anyways. Top lane, Mantis, Sunstrike, nope, the wrong direction. G trying his best to do a skill shot there, unfortunately misses, so no Kobe available for him. Jadam, realizing how low in experience he is, like he's level 3 and this is an issue, and we saw this in the last game as well. VirtusPro, their supports are not getting farmed. Jadam's going to go to the jungle, NS is going to try to get a kill, Serpent Wards are up, NS is low, Song of the Siren's going to go, keeping him alive. VirtusPro, Arsart wants to dunk, but he's got to back off now. NS will TP away, Arsart's got to run away as well. Now TP from Illidan, that might be a stun with the Poison Touch, it is not. I don't know what level it is, level 3, not getting there in time. Sunstrike off the mark once again from G. He does have the highest net worth, and he has a Midas as well. G might be able to carry this as an Invoker until they get some BKBs up, which should be Wadafaka's first real big item. Lycan maybe even going for that eventually as well, but he's going to grab the Necro first. He didn't even go for the Medallion, like I talked about in the draft. No Medallion coming out for the Lycan just yet, but they're going to take this tower, it looks like. There is a fortification. The rest of VirtusPro are converging. They have called down in 8 seconds. They'll push this back. Arsart coming through. He is going to go for the Vanguard. Now he's chasing after. He throws up the Battle Hunger. Equal. Sunstrike. Got him. G. Boom goes the Dynamite. Gets the kill. Finally gets one with the skill shot there. Nice play. And snare up on SC47. He does have his Primal Split. He's going to get hit up with the call down. He's got to use it maybe. There it goes. No, it gets canceled. He can't use it because of the Cold Snap. Nice play. G getting a double kill. They're back online. VirtusPro ready to push down this tower as 5. That's the way to counter the Lycan. Just kind of take his towers while he's doing other things up in that top lane. So, Lycan's going to work on trying to get to that tier 2 tower top. It's very low. There's no fortification. Maybe VirtusPro going to have to TP to defend that. But as of right now, they're continuing to pressure down in this bottom lane. They'll make their way towards the tier 2 tower here. Still, though, Lycan should just actually take this tower. He's going to run up and hit it. There's no fortification, so it's gone. G picks up the Boots of Travel. Axe picks up the Vanguard. Suddenly,
middle tower is
items
under
are starting
attack.
to come into their own here. And all of a sudden, I mean, the gold graph's just about even after that last little engagement. Even though that tier 2 tower did go down and provided a bit of a boon, it's still not enough. 1,000 experience lead coming out for Next.kz. That's a bit. Still easily surmountable. However, not a building, it's called out. Ether shot coming through. Serpent trap misses.
Dire's middle tower is
Arsart,
under
call
attack.
down, hitting on a couple, but they cannot fight into the Serpent Wards here. They have to back off.
Dire's
So
middle
Serpent Wards are on
tower
cooldown.
is
Oh,
under
Arsart may be in trouble. The Thunderclap going. Sunstrike off the mark. Lycan gets a tower. Tier 1 mid. Arsart goes down to the rays of the Shadow Fiend, just getting caught out of position. His team had already left him there. But now this is an issue. It was good when you were 5-manning and taking down towers for yourself, VirtusPro, but now you're losing towers kind of just for free to Mantis. He's going to have his Necro 1 done, and even closer to his Necro 2 as well. So suddenly, you're losing a lot of towers. It's actually almost even in terms of towers right now. The one thing is there's that tier 2 tower missing up top. The tier 1 here. So yeah, I mean, there's a couple more towers going for Next.kz right now, but not that many, so. VirtusPro are keeping it close.
Invisibility.
Yeah, and it is going to be that BKB first item for Wadafaka, so not that big of a surprise. Now, SC47, Blink Dagger's done on him. G is going to be in some trouble, it looks like. The Wolves are here to help out as well. Still attacking. SC47 has a lot of room to work with here. Now, coming through is Jotum as well. No, Jotum is going to die to a Thunderclap and some right click. They need a Cold Snap. They're going to get it. SC47, no mana to use his Primal Split. Maybe making that mistake. Now, he is going to die. A big mistake from SC47. No stick. He realizes this. He buys a stick afterward. Had he had a stick there, he would have had enough mana, I think, to Primal Split. The mana, of course, is 125. That's not that much. So, a little bit of a mistake. All the while, Mantis continues to farm. G is still the highest in terms of net worth by a wide margin. He's got 2 Fort Spirits now, starting to get points into Wex. His Boots of Travel are done as well. Force Staff might be his first drill item besides Bots and Midas. And then maybe into his Sight Device after that. Down bottom, Arsart trying to fight here. No Serpent Wards. Equal may be in trouble. NS coming through Riptide. They also have Song of the Siren. Berserker's Call is going to go. Serpent Wards are in fact up. No, the Sunstrike. Oh no, they have to get out now, realizing the Serpent Wards are up. They can't afford to try to fight that. Even with the Sunstrike hitting, that would have been dangerous at best. The C47 jumps up. He does have that Drunken Haste. He's in range of it. Arsart's starting to juke him out using the fog. He's got to keep running, however. And he will make it out in time, it looks like. They're still pressuring right now. They maybe want this tier 1 tower. Arsart jumping in. Thunderclap. Now the Primal Split. Arsart in trouble. Going to hit up with a rock, and now they're going to chase right after Naga. Arsart about to go down and will fall. Naga, NS, trying to make his way. Make his escape past the tier 1 tower. Will make it. Brew takes the tower down.
Bottom tower has fallen.
A bit of back and forth
Radiant's
action.
top tower is
As
under
we continue
attack.
onward. Arsart dead.
Radiant structures are
Fortification
fortified.
flying. Mantis not really able to do much. He's out of mana here, so. G is trying to do his best to take down this tier 1 tower. They already fortified. TPs might come through from Equal from Shadow Fiend, who doesn't have one, actually. SC47 doesn't really have mana, nor does he have the abilities to fight. TP coming in from Reeves. Blink Dagger. They both have, Reeves has his Blink Dagger right now. G also has a Blink Dagger. So instead of going for the Force, G goes for the Blink Dagger, which actually is a decent item choice here. NS and Arsart going to go bot, looking for a kill on Equal here. They're chasing after him, they're preying on him, but he should be able to get out just fine. Arsart, still no blink. He went for Vanguard first just to stay alive a bit longer, delaying that Blink Dagger. 10-7 the score, 15 minutes in, 4,000 gold lead for Next.kz right now. Mantis is going to run right into everybody. Sunstrike's going to fly, not going to hit. Frostbite not long enough of a duration to really do anything there, so. Gem is now up in the Nagasar, and they want to have map control, and this is one way to do it. They'll be able to counter ward pretty effectively. SC47 out of mana. If they can catch him, they can get a kill, but Equal. Throwing down the sentry ward here. They spot things out. They'll back off now, sit behind their 2-2 tower. All the meanwhile, Wadafaka farming mid. He's sitting on bots as well. Freaking everybody's going to buy bots or something. There's 2 bots already. I'm sure Lycan's going to get bots at some point in time. Maybe even the Naga, if NS can get enough farm. Probably not. Probably going to go Arcanes if he can get at least a semblance of gold. The Gyrocopter getting close to his BKB. Just needs the recipe, which is 1,000 gold away, not too far.
Top tower is under
Wadafaka,
attack.
he's going to have his Mithril Hammer, so he's actually pretty close as well. His net worth is pretty high because of those BOTs. Illidan, he had a good start, but he's not getting much done here.
Top tower has
Luckily,
fallen.
they take that tower, and that's going to get him even closer to that BKB. Invoker grabbing the kill on the tower. He'll back off. He's sitting on 1,700 gold. What's his next item? I'm thinking Scythe at this point. They're going to smoke up Deceit Gank. That's Necro 3 done right in a row for the Lycan. He'll smoke up. He's actually thinking about heading to Roche, I think, with that smoke bot. Point booster, Aghanim Scepter for the Brewmaster is going to be done soon. Primal Split's ready to go. Still level 1. He's only level 8 right now. Invoker with level 13. Frostbite onto equal. He has the Shallow Grave. Blink forward. Tornado goes through, doing some damage there. Shallow Grave still going. Jotun maybe in trouble. Reeves, Ether Shock. Mantis chasing after. And Jotun is just going to get fed to the wolves here. Yep, he is done. Reeves blinks forward. Hex is up on G. He was trying to TP out. He's shackled up. G is done. Reeves is dominating right now. He is all over the place with these shackles, with these hexes. I wouldn't say he's single-handedly winning the game for Next.kz, but he's a large part of it. Shadow Shaman's such a good hero right now. Serpent Wards are a pretty short cooldown as well, and the fact that you could just have disgusting. Mantis is going to run mid right now. They can go for the Roshan if they want to, now that G is down for 28 seconds. They did get a kill on Waterfucker down in that bottom lane with Axe, so I missed that one. 1,700 gold for VirtusPro right now for Arsart.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still trying to get to that Blink Dagger. Tier 2 tower about to fall, and once again, Next.kz, their initiative just seems to be take down all of the outer towers as quickly as possible and then try to carry that into the mid to late game and see what we can do. That was kind of their game plan in the last game. It seems to be their game plan this game. VirtusPro, they're trying to deal with that, but it's not the easiest thing to deal with. They have a seemingly late game kind of team. G and Arsart are trying to do what they can here in the early stages. And once again, the supports are vastly underleveled and underfarmed. Level 7 Jotun right now, not really doing much. This Crystal Maiden didn't accomplish a whole lot in the early stages of the game. Went top, got killed a bunch of times. Has 5 deaths to his name, which is the highest, I believe, in the game. Next is Arsart, who's an Axe, who's supposed to be manly. It's no big surprise there. I mean, even NS is only sitting at 3,000 net worth right now, just sitting on a gem and Boots of Speed. So the fact is, and this is what Next.kz does is better, I think, than VirtusPro, and it's been shown in all 3 games. They get their supports farmed. Whether it's equal with a Dazzle, whether it's Reeves with a Shadow Shaman, they get them farmed. And Jotun hasn't really made any trips to the jungle to try to farm up using his Frostbite, and if he does, he might get caught out. He's already gotten caught out a couple times in his own jungle, so it becomes apparent now that Next.kz have a bit of a lead, and if we check the graph, that should confirm that. A 5,000 gold lead coming out for Next.kz at 18 minutes is pretty good, not insurmountable, much like all of the leads they've had this series, but still pretty good. 2,000 experience lead. Waterfucker has his BKB now. They're looking in VirtusPro. They throw a Sentry Ward down. SC47 has that Primal Split. Blink, Berserker's Call. Can they get this kill? The counter helixes aren't doing enough damage there. Arsart has to back up. G, there's the Ensnare up on SC47. He's got a Primal Split right now. They're going to try to turn this around. He's going to use that a bit defensively, looking for Jotun. He could definitely get this kill on the CM. And they're going to try to fight. Fire Panda getting kind of low, but the rest of them not so much. The race is coming through. The Shadow Fiend is here. They'll have to back off. Jotun will survive this time around. The Air Spirit just fallen, but the Air Spirit was back, and that means that SC47 will survive down in that bottom lane. But Jotun getting low again, thanking her lucky stars that, well, he doesn't die. I mean, that'd be a little unfortunate. Weave is up on him, by the way, so you gotta keep that in mind. Illidan hasn't really been a part of any fights as of recently. He does have that BKB. So he's ready to go, but Blade of Alacrity now done for the Shadow Shaman. He is 1 component away from an Aghanim Scepter at about 20 minutes for a Shadow Shaman. That's disgustingly good. So Illidan sitting on 2,000 gold. Next item, not sure what it'll be. Down bottom, Aggression from VirtusPro. Arsart, Berserker's Call on SC47. There's the Ensnare. The Freezing Field as well. Can they get this kill? SC47 gets called the first of the game. They finally jam it in for Arsart. Now he's up to 1,000 gold. Jotun, he's actually part of a kill this time around. That's his 3rd assist, so he's not doing too poorly, but they desperately need some farm on these supports, and they need to get Invoker back in it, and they also need Gyro to get up there in terms of net worth. So a quick pause real quick. Not sure what's going on. Maybe some lag issues here. Somebody from Next.kz. Parni Unas 10-minute do Ingrinas SL. Looks like they're talking about Star Ladder. It looks like VirtusPro have to play another game rather soon, so they've got to get back into this immediately. Next.kz we're having apparently some Skype issues, but it seems to be okay. Blink, Berserker's Call. Reeves is in some trouble. Sunstrike's going to hit. The Hex is up. Serpent Wards are going to go. They're going to block an Arsart. Can he get this kill? Looks like no. They're going to just destroy all these. NS is getting low, 2 hits, but not going to be enough there. Arsart going to back off after he takes all of these Serpent Wards. In the meantime, mid lane, Mantis, shallow grave right now, trying to fight. They have the tier 2 tower already taken. Mech is up, G trying to back off. He is in trouble. He will fall. Mantis getting the kill with the Necro Archer and the Necro Warrior going to town. Illidan getting low as well. Arsart maybe looking to blink. There's the call. Maybe not the best idea. Arsart getting low. He can't call. Too much health there for Mantis. Double kill for the Lycan player. Illidan getting cut down. You can see the Urn Charge doing work. Equal is staying. He is brave. Mantis is still around. Mantis is ready to fight. They still didn't take Roshan, so he's got no Aegis on him right now. Backing away. Urn Charge is up to help him out. Homing Missile. Stay on target. Stay on target. Might kill it. No, it's going to hit equal, but Illidan getting blinked on. There's the Primal Split. The Thunderclap already went. Illidan will fall. 3 down. It's all coming apart for VirtusPro. NS getting tossed in the air with Cyclone. The Rock's going to hit as well. Song of the Siren's going to go, but guess what? These guys are magic immune. NS getting absolutely taken down. They're still alive for a couple seconds. Cyclone in the air just to keep him nearby. Thunderclap's about to go just to secure the kill. Weave is up on the ground. NS about to fall. There's a raise to grab the kill. Gem of True Sight on the deck. And suddenly, VirtusPro not in the best position. Lycan was healing. Sunstrike's going to go. Not going to hit on Mantis. Just narrowly avoiding it. But Next.kz, the underdogs here, they're not too far away from winning this and moving on to the Techlabs Cup final. Thunderclap's going to go. Arsart doing work on SC47. The call. No, that shallow grave doesn't really care about that. Cold Snap, equal in trouble. He doesn't have a shallow grave for himself now. Maybe in some trouble here. Hex is up on Illidan on the backside. A double kill with another call for Arsart going through. Reeves is in the tree. They're starting to make a comeback here. Roche is taken now. Next.kz probably won't fight this. The Serpent Wards are up. They'll grab the kill on equal, but now Jotum, don't die, Jotum. Okay, he will survive here. But here we go. Waterfucker with a DD and Mantis are running at them. Oh god, they're all stuck in. One after another. Mantis is chasing them down. The BKB's gonna go. It's not gonna matter. Mantis is done. Unstoppable streak coming out for the Lycan player. The last tier 2 tower on the map about to take a fall. G is here. He's trying to get towards that BKB and snares up on Mantis. Shapeshift now done. It's on cooldown for about 20 seconds. It is level 3, so he's got plenty of time to get back and get going again. All the while, all of the rest of the lanes are pushed out for VirtusPro. They are by far behind a bit. So 5,000 gold lead going for Next.kz right now. 5,000 experience lead as well.
Tower is under attack.
And SC47 working on some good mud golems here. Blade Mail up for Axe right now. They have that Blink Dagger as well. Lycan picks up an item. It doesn't show up on the side. It's the Assault Cuirass there. So that's finished up for him. G now has his BKB, and VirtusPro need about 3 or 4 good fights to get back in this one, I think. Maybe actually only 2 or 3, considering they're not that far behind. The problem is Waterfuck is starting to really become a factor here. And Illidan only has a Demon Edge and a BKB to his name. He just used the first charge of the BKB. It's a 9-second duration now, so you've got to be careful here. I'm not sure what item they're going to go for, but it looks like they're fighting. Arsart getting caught out of position. Primal Split is ready and available. Cold Snap might go. Deafening Blast. There's the Meatball as well. They mech up. Primal Split going through. Arsart taking a lot of damage. BKB. If they lose this fight, VirtusPro might GG out. Jotum in trouble. About to go down. Monster kill. Double kill for Mantis. Chasing him down one after another. Godlike for Mantis right now. Sunstrike's going to go. Chasing after NS. He's done. Ultra kill for Mantis. Can he get the Rampage? He wants to pick this up. No. G will blink away in time. They'll lose their tier 2 tower and another fight going the way of Next.kz. And they're just on their game right now. Tornado coming through, doing a bit of damage. Blinking away was going to be SC47. There's the fortification, but looks like it's a bit too late. It's regenning up. The creep wave just got there, so backdoor protection was available for at least a second or 2.
Tower has fallen.
And they'll continue onward here.
Dire's bottom tower is
Serpent Wards, tier 3 tower about to fall. A set of Raxes as well. And this is it, Next.kz. They might have just punched their ticket to the Techlabs Cup Final 2014 in Moscow, Russia. They take 1 set of Rax. VirtusPro aren't done yet. They're still defending here. Jotum just is going to run right into these Serpent Wards. Song of the Siren. Jotum, no! Okay, he stays alive. Cooldown's going to fly. Equal. BKB's up. Waterfucker. Requiem of Souls blowing everyone up, including NS. It's a team wipe. Just like that. VirtusPro, they are going to go down to the loser's bracket. Next.kz, they are going on to the LAN finals in Moscow, Russia. They'll compete for $20,000 in prize pool with Roxkiss and Team Empire. They're the first team to go. VirtusPro, their journey's not done yet, but it's going to get a lot harder. They could have moved on with a victory here. Instead, they'll go down to the loser's bracket. But that is going to be it for this series. Next.kz, the triumphant underdogs. That's going to be it for me here as of right now. We'll be back in a little while. I think a couple hours before we make it over to, of course, the next series, which is Aware versus Ahead Gaming. It's a best-of-3 series in the lower bracket. I believe semifinals. That'll be about 3:30 Eastern Time and 20:30 CET. So stick around, go watch some other Dota, maybe grab a bite to eat, get a drink. We've got a long break. The stream will probably go off. We'll come back at about 3:30. If you enjoyed the cast, make sure you guys follow Beyond the Summit at twitter.com/Beyond the Summit. Make sure you guys check out esportsventure.com. Beyond the Summit's new partner. They're very excited to be working with one another. Esports Venture, one of the premier betting sites out there. Of course, sign up is below the Twitch.tv video if you'd like to sign up for some bonuses there as well. If you enjoyed the cast, leave any comments, criticisms, concerns in the chat. My name is Mont. You can follow me at twitter.com/MontDota2. That's twitter.com/MontDota2. I'll be doing a couple of other tournaments in the coming future. I'll be obviously a part of Techlabs until it finishes, obviously. Star Series, I'll be doing a bit of that on Saturday, and then, of course, some other tournaments later on down the road. So, that'll be it for me, guys. Take a quick break. Take it easy, everybody.